Facehammer TV. I'm joined by my good friend Sam Davis, and he's going to tell me how to win with Stormcast because I'm shit. And apparently he's not, because he's just won on table one. Four major wins? 4 major wins, yeah.
Legend. All quite high points as well.
Yeah.
So I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Bit of a squeaky bum.
So your list's really good.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
Well, there's a couple of other Stormcast players around, and we all kind of have a chat and come up with the best stuff. Les might be one of them.
Wow.
So, so me and Les chat a lot about Stormcast. There's a few things I had preconceptions about going into it. Because of the way General's Handbook scores now,
Yeah.
bodies are better.
Yeah.
So my first thing was I dropped the Prime. Prime is a really useful tool.
Yeah.
And it used to be a key piece. The way the game is at the minute, you need the bodies.
Yeah.
So my Paladins are essentially what the Prime does.
Yeah.
So I am running Skyborn Slayers and Warrior Brotherhood as my 2 lists, because we make 2 lists of Facehammer.
Do you want to go through both one at a time?
Yeah, so if I can remember, Skyborn Slayers is 2 units Adjudicators, 2 units of Liberators, unit 10 Decimators, unit 10 Protectors. The Whippy Coat guy.
Yeah, Celestin.
Celestin, Whippy Coat guy,
Yeah.
Celestin on foot, and then I've got 2 Celestins on Dracoffs.
Yeah.
So that was actually a meta choice for the game where you got heroes that score.
Yeah.
So they are real tanky.
Yeah.
So they got the shield, they do the peel.
Is it the Concussor Hammer or is it the...
I got the Tempested.
Oh, yeah.
That's just because I modelled it.
Yeah.
But also it combos really well with Reckless.
Yeah.
So because you give the Celestin women 10,
Yeah.
Reckless gives you reroll charge rolls.
And runs, yeah.
So they can get up nice and close, and then charge and get D3 extra in, D3 extra to win, and it wounds on a 2, so it's pretty massive.
Yeah.
I usually give them the Relic Blade, so Ren 2, so they smash through a lot of
Relic Blade damage to you,
Obsidian Blade.
Obsidian Blade for the extra red, yeah. Cool.
And then they're D3 damage each.
Yeah.
So basically it gets a lot of attacks through.
Yeah. So that's the actual Celestin from what would initially have been the starter set.
Yeah, just with a shield.
With the extra shield
Yeah,
that
yeah,
easily bounces that wound back on the when he's
That is really tasty.
Yeah.
It's really tasty.
That's cool.
So what's really good about Decimators?
My favourite part.
Yeah, they're amazing. So they get everyone within 2 inches per decimator. That's how many attacks they get. So I played the Savage Orc arrow block, and straight away from watching the Warlord stream with Sedge 1, I was like, how am I going to beat that? So Protectors are amazing. For shooting, they cross them, they're -1. So those Orcs are hitting on 6s.
And with a unit of 10, you can obviously shield your army, yeah.
And then the Decimators are the other counter punch. So a lot of people will target the boss, which is a correct, legit thing. But people know you're going to target him, so they hide him.
Yeah, or they keep him definitely out of range, right, and stuff.
So if you're playing against it, the Decimators and the Skyborn Slayers go into the Orcs, the Arrow Boys, and they just sweep them. Yeah. So that's what I did in my game 2.
With the adding 2 to the battle shock with the Decimators as well, you know, once you start pumping out, I mean, on average, your Decimator is going to be from 3 to 4 attacks out. So I would imagine with the bases.
I was doing, I think when I played against Gary in the first game, I had 53.
53.
Yeah. And then in my second game, I had 50.
Yeah.
So against Darren, I think they were getting like 20s.
Yeah, because he's not got the Darren's played me a couple of times against the Skyborn Slayers with 5. Yeah, so he knows what they do. It's when someone has all of those bodies and they can bunch up, it really causes issues. So do you want to tell me about your Warrior Brotherhood list?
My Warrior Brotherhood list.
I'm joking.
So my Warrior Brotherhood list is it hurting now?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is hurting. Yes.
So my Warrior Brotherhood list is Celestin on Dracoff. He's the general, so he gives him to battle shock. Actually, I never did that.
No,
the entire game, I just forgot about it. It's just like fighting things. So he gives him to battle shock.
Yeah.
He takes the Ren sword again.
Yeah.
And he gets Reckless.
Yeah.
So again, he's dropping down. Well, yeah, because he's a general, so he drops down and he gives everyone within 10 rerolls to charge, which is awesome. You've got the Azeros.
Yeah.
What's awesome about the Azeros is when you drop the formation, he drops down 9 inches away from the enemy, and the rest of your army can drop 5 inches away from him.
Because of the lightning strike keyword, and he's there's only 2 formations in the Stormcast book that have the lightning strike keyword, which is the Thunderstrike Brotherhood and
from the start set.
and the Warrior Brotherhood, which is why I think he is a key piece in that list, just because being able to have like a homing beacon or a teleport.
Literally his own.
Yeah.
So, what's really cool is like he drops them down. He dropped the paladins to snake around things.
Yeah. What paladins did you take in?
I took 10 retributors.
10 retributors. How many Star Storm Aces?
4 in that.
Always take 4.
Yeah, always 4. Anyone on the internet or the forums, TGA, 4 Star Storm Aces.
Yeah, don't
discuss
argument.
it. There's no need for there's no need for a thread. It's 4.
Yeah. How many Star Storm Aces can you take? 4? Take 4.
4.
Yeah. So
and then protectors again. Now the reason why I took protectors, not decimators, is because Skyborn Slayers list I will go against hordes. I use that list.
Yeah.
The Warrior Brotherhood list, I want it to go in and kill monsters that I can't fight. I want it to go in, like for example, we had double dragons that last game there. So the rats went into one and the protectors went into the other ones. They can also scream. And then you've got a nice shooting battery. What's really good about that Warrior Brotherhood formation is the reroll 1s to win.
It's amazing. I think really in a lot of practice games where I've tried a similar list, the reroll 1s on the protectors, 3s and 3s, rend 1, rerolling 1s to wound. They just eat units.
Yeah,
they're almost, I'd say they're almost better than retributors. In my opinion.
You get so I've got the 2 characters. I've got 3 units of 5 liberators because they're attacks. 2 units of adjudicators. A unit of prosecutors with javelins. The javelins are really good, so cheap, actually better than the hammers. I would say.
There's an argument, I think, that 2 units of prosecutors with javelins are the same points as a unit of adjudicators, and they actually have more wounds and more damage output.
They remind me of like Dark Riders.
You
use them like Dark Riders in 8th edition, where you can go up, use his chaff, stay like on the fringes and really harass.
And just the damage too, when you're 9 inches away, is just brilliant.
And then the rounds out the list with the 2 units of paladins. And that's it.
Amazing. So, you've gone through your list. You know, both of them are really. The Skyborn Slayer list is inspiring. I think it's really, really good. What would you say is a bad matchup for you with either one of your lists?
Squire can be. I mean, it's just about who drops first. Warrior Brotherhood, I could probably piecemeal something tasty down. And it also depends on the scenario.
I think massively the scenario, because in the place of the powerful one, you're just never going to keep your heroes alive, are you? So it's going to be difficult. So
that's good. I've never faced Moonclan. But with Warrior Brotherhood, I can drop into combat, so I negate their fanatics. So I drop the decimators into combat, and they just sweep through a unit. So that's cool. I'm not really scared of that much, to be honest.
It's really good.
Bloodbound would be hard, because I've got to kill them. Like when I played Darren, he had a unit 5 Wrathmongers, he piled into me, and I just wouldn't attack him, and he's just chipping away until I killed the piece that was threatening my other. I then smashed them off, and they died. It was really epic. So I mortal wounded off his last guy, and then he made me mortal wound myself off. So it's great.
I think that's the issue with Warrior Brotherhood, because I think fighty Stormcast. I play a lot of shooty Stormcast lists, and I think the fighty one is like the way it's going now. I think the Judicators are really good.
They are good.
But it's more of a death by thousand cuts, whereas yours is like blunt force.
And then cleaning up with all the shots. Like people underestimate Liberators. They're tanky. And with the hammer and the blade, they go in and they do hit stuff.
There's a really good list that Russ has written, including Liberators, which we won't get into now, but I'm sure there'll be a sort of like a video about it or a podcast discussion about it. So Sam, the more important question. 4 major wins out of a 5-game tournament on table 1. Where are you going to finish? First. Good luck. We'll call it there. Cheers, mate.